Welcome back to part 3 of Mastering Student Meals. You've probably already seen the breakfast video and the intro to student meals, but today we're getting on to lunch, which is one of my 4 favorite meals of the day.
Lunch is important too, and I feel like I wasted so much money going out to like Subway or Quiznos when I could have been making that in my college dorm. And when I did make that, it was great. It was so rewarding, and it's so easy to make a delicious sandwich or just whip up something quick for lunch that's gonna hit the spot.
Yeah, and what's beautiful is we're also going to be giving away the toaster oven, right?
That's what we're giving away, yeah. We'll give away the toaster oven. So every episode, we are giving away not a new product, one of the things we're actually using to cook with, we're giving it away to you because it is back to school time.
So hit us up at brothersgreentreats@gmail.com. If you want to win a free toaster oven, all you need to do is share this video on social media. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter, and then write an email to us and let us know.
We'll
Comment
ship
below.
it out to you guys, but no international, because that would be intense to ship a toaster oven.
Sorry, international, we love you, but we're doing this video for you for free.
Let's get it going with one of my favorite things I used to get all the time, the quesadilla, but I didn't make it enough. So we are gonna teach you how to make a really simple quesadilla so you can avoid that. We're gonna call this the tuna melt quesadilla, and it's really simple. Remember, all of these recipes are just 5 ingredients, and here are the 5 ingredients for the tuna melt.
Boom!
To start off, take your canned tuna and drain out the water or oil or whatever it's packed in. Drain that out, get it nice and dry, because we are gonna add that to a bowl and add in a little bit of mayo for that creaminess, and then hit it with the salsa. And we love ingredients like salsa because they have so much flavor in there, and it's like one of those cheat codes. You're adding so many ingredients with just one special salsa. I added a little bit of salt to that and just kept mixing it up until I had a nice little spread that I thought was the perfect consistency. I spread that onto half a flour tortilla. Spread that on real nice. And then I added some cheese. I sprinkled out some cheese right on top. Flipped it right on over just like that, and we are bringing out the George Foreman, our favorite student accessory right there. George Foreman, sponsor this video. Come on, give us a break.
Foreman, for years we've been using you.
For years, we are like the kings
on.
of the Foreman grill. We've been advertising your products forever.
It's called the Josh Foreman.
Josh Foreman.
Yeah.
That's a nice young gentleman. Hey,
Josh
Foreman.
I want one's new Josh Foreman.
So then throw that in there with just a little bit of oil on the bottom, and then I just rubbed a little bit of oil on the top of it for that extra crispiness. Grilled it for just, 4 or 5 minutes until, look at that, the cheese is nice and melty, everything's cooked through, and then I chopped it up, and oh my God. Come on, quesadillas, I'm telling you, they just hit the spot. I used to get it every Saturday when I was drunk. I would skip breakfast, go right to Qdoba, get that quesadilla, not when I was drunk, when I was hungover on Sunday morning. And it was like a ritual for me.
So that's like $8 later, you're at $8 when you could make this stuff. One thing
$8, $10 with guacamole.
What we have next is going to be the turkey deliciousness flatbread experience. Here are the ingredients.
The first time you made this thing, my mind was blown. We were on vacation, and Josh just starts whipping out these like panini, these flatbread. Everybody, and it was the only thing we ate the entire time. We were like, I don't know where we were, but it was awesome.
We were crushed, and that was one of the first things I learned to cook. It's so easy, but it's so satisfying. It's one of the best first sandwiches you can make.
That's what I'm saying. You get down these sandwiches, and you are off to such a good start.
So take a big bulbous head of lettuce and then slice that up. If you don't like lettuce, then I don't know, just don't do it. And then take the lettuce into a bowl and mix it with some honey mustard. If you don't have honey mustard, honey and mustard are 2 things.
Or any dressing is great, because the idea is you're adding a dressing, it's one ingredient, but it's so much flavor, and you're really gonna add another dimension to the sandwich.
So then you take your flatbread, and they're not the same as the quesadilla tortillas. Flatbreads are thicker, and you want to take the flatbread, add some cheese to that, sprinkle that on, then take your turkey meat, add on some turkey meat, add the lettuce, and then if you really want to have fun, you flip it over, kind of like it'd be a quesadilla, but it's going to be a sandwich. You throw it in the Foreman grill with a little bit of oil.
And definitely press down on that thing, because you want it, you want it paninified.
Paninified.
If that is a word, you want it nice and tight and crispy.
Forminify it, and then you take that out and you can cut it in half, but oh my God, what if a filling sandwich? You dip it in some sauce, more sauce.
go. We are moving on to the Kodski toast, the avocado toast. We like calling them Kodskis on the Brothers Green, but this thing will hit the spot every time. It's just a really simple sandwich that I use all the time just to get a little energy in my life. It's not gonna weigh you down. It's gonna be super satisfying. And we are gonna start off with these ingredients right here. Remember, only 5 ingredients. So what you're gonna do is just drizzle a little bit of olive oil over that toast. Any type of toast will do, like multi-grain, whole wheat, plain old toast, whatever it is. Get that nice and crispy in your toaster oven. And then I just took a garlic clove. This is completely optional, this step, but it will add a layer of flavor that is unstoppable. Just rub that garlic clove all over that toast, and then you've got garlic bread. You can just stop right there and eat that, and that's delicious.
Turn the video.
But we are moving on. We are gonna take an avocado, make sure it's ripe, so when you squeeze the avocado, it's got a nice little give. Not too ripe, like your finger doesn't go straight through, but you want it to have a little bit of give so it's spreadable. Spread on that avocado. And then this is where things get insane. You slice up some pickle. And it sounds weird, but I am telling you, you try it and tell me that it is not the greatest thing that you've ever had. Slice up some pickle.
And if you have the pickle too, you have the vinegar there, so you can use that juice to make sauces.
You're right, and we'll get into that later. Hopefully we'll have a sauce episode for this series. Then you hit it with a little bit of roasted red peppers, and that's a little additional flavor, but you know, anything extra on there would be fantastic. If you have some raw vegetables, you can use that. There you go, my friends. That is the crispy avocado toast with the pickle and the roasted red pepper.
We love you.
Times.
All right, so next up are the beefy, deliciousy lettuce wraps. And the thing about lettuce wraps is they might sound fancy, but they're simple, and the ladies love lettuce wraps.
Yeah, this is a good lady lover.
No, ladies love them, for Christ's sake. If you're making this in your dorm room, people are going to think you're the coolest person in the entire world, and you are. Don't forget that. So get that Foreman grill, heat it up, and again, you're gonna take that little grease tray, flip it over, and kind of get it leveled so it's nice and flat, right? Now you add a little bit of oil, and then you add some carrots, and you can get, like, you can shave the carrots thin, chop them thin, or just get a bag of shredded carrots, which are great.
That's easy. That's what we did.
Yeah, so we just took some shredded carrots, threw them in there, stir them around, close it, let them just cook for a little bit until they sort of soften up, maybe get a little bit of color. Then open the Foreman grill up and rip up some roast beef. And I love this because when you cook roast beef really quick in the Foreman, it tastes like a freaking cheesesteak meat.
And this is deli roast beef.
Deli, exactly.
We're not like getting some huge piece of
As far as I'm concerned,
cow.
there's only one roast beef. And then so you mix that up, you can add a little more oil if you want to.
And it's amazing because the roast beef really gets tender.
So then you open that up, kind of mix it around a bit, and then you hit it with some soy and sesame seeds. And this is where you're gonna Asianify it and give it lots of flavor. Mix that around for a little bit, close it. Let it just chill. Then you take some lettuce and you kind of peel back the lettuce. Depending on what kind, sometimes you'll have more cups, other times it'll be almost more boat, but either way it worked great. Lettuce is great for wrapping. And then once that heats up, you basically just take the mixture, you put it in your lettuce wrap, and you have these little things. It's like almost little mini tacos, but instead of the tortilla, you've got the lettuce, and you eat them.
Very impressive, like Josh said. People are gonna be freaking out, and you can whip that out in your dorm room.
It's the only thing you can whip out in your dorm room, and people will be impressed.
You know who you are. Okay, the 5-ingredient taco salad. Here are the ingredients for this. And we are gonna start off by chopping up some tortilla, some flour tortilla. You could use corn as well. It will be a little different, but we're gonna chop up that flour tortilla into nice strips. Then we're gonna stack them on top of each other and cut them up into tiny little strips. Take that, put it onto your toaster oven tray, drizzle it with oil, a little bit of salt, and then just toast those off until they are brown. I burn a few of those, but maybe just put it on a lower temperature. I got a little impatient. Just get a nice brown, crispy tortilla strip. Take that lettuce, chop it up nice and chunky, just like that, and add some black beans, which were on our pantry list. That's a great one to have lying around. A lot of different uses for black beans. Then for this dressing, it's just 2 ingredients with a lot of flavor. I added some yogurt and then I added a little salsa. Again, we're reusing a lot of those ingredients that we have in our pantry and just mix that up real nice. A lot of flavor happening right here and texture. You've got the crispiness of course, the tortilla, but then that lettuce, that crunch, the bean, it's nice and chewy. This is a great little salad. This flavor really impressed me. So tasty.
Boom. Well, that does it for lunch of our Mastering Student Meals. Please share this video if you have friends that are in school. When you guys are going back to school, you need to know this stuff to be able to badass cookify yourself.
Remember, if you're entering that challenge, Brothers Green Treats, hit us up if you want the toaster oven we're giving away.
Toaster oven.
And click this video if you want to see breakfast. And then moving on to next time, we are hitting up a little bit of dinner. Things are gonna get funky, hopefully. Dinner is fun. Dinner is weird. Dinner is delicious.